Thank you guys for jumping on last minute with me to go over our third challenge video for our little August Runners and Challenge group. If you're getting bored, I hope you're not, but I'm really trying to keep this under 30 minutes for not only watching this, but then executing the challenge that goes along with it. And so we've focused on social media this week. It's not the only way to build, but if you're going to be on your phone, you may as well make money doing it. And it doesn't mean that you have to be all CBD when it comes to, what baby? Every time. No, we're having dinner soon. Bye, love you. You can have a snack, no cereal. Every time I start a video. So it doesn't mean that you cannot be you when it comes to social media content. Like I had someone complain saying, I just want it to be personal and about me, and I 1000% support that. But you also joined to, make some extra money, and you asked to be in the group to push yourself outside of your comfort zone a little bit. And again, if you're going to be on social media, you might as well make money. Like I love sharing about my children, but I also love that I can use this platform to build a legacy for them. And so it's something you can do, and I'm just giving you little building blocks to build upon to grow that to be where I'm at, so that one day soon you'll have 5,000 friends, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 followers, and take the right path to get there, to not only help those people with problems they have, but financially benefit from it as well. No, life is not just about financially benefiting off of people, right? But if you're going to have a job and if you're going to have to make money in this world, why not do it doing something you love and enjoy, right? So hopefully y'all love and enjoy CBD. If you don't, you're probably in the wrong spot. Okay, so anyways, so building blocks, that's where each of these tasks are going. So yesterday you added yourself to groups based upon your bio and the things that you love and enjoy. I gave those examples of Zumba groups, karaoke groups. If you like Corvettes, you add yourself to Corvettes. I know Greg likes cocktails, so maybe he adds himself to a couple cocktail groups on Facebook. We talked about Susan being a curly girl, that sort of a thing, and you can go back and watch that video, of course, too. So the next task was to start interacting and networking with people, find their pain points within those groups. So there is actually a search feature inside those groups for those of you who don't know, where you can search. So let's say I go into one of my groups. I'm going to share this with you so you guys can see. Can everyone see my screen okay? Someone unmute if you can't. Of course, it's going to take forever. But inside every group is a search feature. So what are some things CBD can help with? So maybe you search anxiety. Maybe I'm in a mom's group or in a keto group where someone's saying anxiety, or somebody's talking about diabetes, or someone's talking about fibromyalgia. And maybe I search those key words, and let's give you an example. Let's go into a keto group here. I'm in over 200 groups, guys, just so you know. I don't know that that's necessarily the right way to do it, but it's worked for me. So women on keto, 25 unread posts. Let's go to women in keto, and maybe I look up, you see this little search here? From a phone, it's up at the top, and you can just search. So let me put anxiety, or let me put fibromyalgia. So now she's talking about, I'm looking through it. Her clothes are falling off of her. They're in menopause, which made her gain weight. So I'm going to be happy with my achievement that I've achieved so far. So I don't know, I've had people that actually restarted their menstrual cycle when starting to take CBD, which isn't necessarily what they wanted, but the hot flashes stopped and all those things. So maybe I like it and go say something like, glad to see you shedding a positive light on things. And then this person's talking about fibromyalgia. And I might say they're off of their medication. I'm going to say that is amazing. And so maybe, I mean, they're in British Columbia, so we're not open there quite yet. But we might be one day. So I like to look for people that have like good followings, things like that. And you can hit follow, you can hit friend, I mean, so on and so forth. So these are people you can actually physically reach out to if you find pain points for people. Anyone dealing with fibromyalgia, this person says. I'm going to say, oh, okay, well, she's turned off comments. So maybe what I do is message her. And I might say something like, hi, Samantha. I ran across your old post in a group and was wondering if you're still struggling with fibro symptoms. Hope you're feeling good. Simple as that, right? That took me 3 seconds. So this could be done. Think of how much of that you could do in an hour in these groups, right? So that's interacting, networking, finding pain points, finding common ground. So let's maybe go to Curly Girl. And I find people that are struggling maybe with their problems. I might just friend them and shoot them a message and say, like, this girl's, look at, oh my gosh, like, look how beautiful her hair looks. I might shoot her a message and be like, that was a great video on the group. She's a visual storyteller. Chances are, let's check out her profile. View profile. She probably has a lot of friends. She's kind of in the millennial generation, which does well on social media for the most part. Oh, she only has 42 friends. So I could technically just, sometimes you can just hit follow here. But I could also just message her because she's going to see my story when she accepts my my message request. Great video on the Curly Girl group. Your hair looks fantastic. We are gonna become contacts on Messenger, and Messenger contacts see your story. So I really want you guys interacting, networking, putting yourself out there if you're gonna be home, you know, messing around on your phone and on Facebook anyways. So that's part of today's and yesterday's challenge as well. I'm not gonna go into too major detail there because you can really use your imagination in a sense. And so it's important to don't message them and be like, hey, Sally, I saw you're struggling with fibromyalgia and I have this amazing CBD that is going to cure your fibromyalgia. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to say stuff like that. It's very spammy. You got to build upon a relationship and ask for permission to send information. So be careful and cautious. There's a fine line there. This content, this networking, this common ground conversation really should be non-CBD related, unless of course, like in a situation where it's something that CBD for sure can help, okay? So common ground conversation. So as you guys are daily friend requesting and following and adding 10, 20, 30 new contacts on social media a day, I mean, sometimes even 50, some people do. This is a daily occurrence, okay? And what I suggest to people is put content out there based upon like interests and then immediately network, because what are they gonna do? They are going to go to your profile and see what your most recent post is. They're gonna look at your bio. Do you see how this is all building upon each other? They're gonna look at those cover photos and it's that application and they're gonna go, is this person my tribe or not? So if you can provide value to people, you're gonna start creating this following, and that all starts with your bio, your cover photos, and then your content. So I wanna talk a little bit today about content and what to put out there. You can totally be controversial and my 2 cents is to stay away from politics, but that's 100% up to you. I'm a firm believer that I can still be friends with somebody, can still help somebody, and still run a successful business with somebody that does not share my political views. And I feel like we've started in a where our country is now divided to where it's one way or the other. It's this or that. If you're not this, then you're that. And it's like, if you don't hate, then you love. If you don't love, then you hate. And it doesn't always necessarily mean that. And well, if you're a gun holder, you also are a bigot, or whatever. So it doesn't have to be like that. And so I personally do stay away from political stuff because my views range by topic. They're not categorized by a certain particular party. So that's a slippery slope, okay? Content, though, otherwise, my suggestions are to put up 1 to 3 posts a day in general on your page. So when I say on your page, now, and also you want to be careful about how much you're posting in groups. So if I put up 10 posts in an hour, chances are Facebook's like, all right, person, you're just being spammy. You're going to start annoying people. We're going to start hiding these posts. They pull from your Facebook equity, and your future posts are not going to be seen a lot. So if you've not watched my do's and don'ts of Facebook, I go over this a lot. But when I'm talking content, I suggest 1 to 3 maximum posts on your personal profile. And this includes shares too, guys. I see people, I go to their profile and they're like, Facebook's not working for me. And I go to their profile and I see that they shared 10 different videos for the day within an hour's time span. So that's really hurting them. That's really hurting their social equity. So when it comes to your content, 1 to 3 posts a day that revolve around your bio, revolve around the groups that you are networking in. What within those groups and within that bio can you say or do or provide value to those people? Okay, so we're going to go back to just my bio because it's the easiest way for me to understand. If you have a specific, circumstance, I can help you with some ideas as well. Actually, I'm going to go with Susan because Susan's on here right now. Susan, like I said, she's a surrogate mother. She has had 2 surrogate babies. That is unreal. So maybe she once a week highlights a fellow surrogate friend and their story as to why they chose surrogacy. And then she goes into these surrogate groups on Facebook and networks and adds new friends. And she's answering questions about being a surrogate mother. And she's providing inspiration to them about postpartum depression and not having the baby with them. She's also a curly girl, so maybe another live video on her routine and the products that seem to be working for the week. And then maybe she does another one with the products that her certain type of hair doesn't like and why, or the struggles she had as a surrogate mother. Maybe she talks about that. And then she goes in and she networks with these people. And so today's challenge is about content. Pick within the next 1 to 2 days. The first thing is you're going to come up with 30 to 50 live video topics. I want half of them to be about CBD, and I want the other half to be about you. I can think of probably 50 topics on CBD alone that I could go live on. And so you're going to share that list, whether it's written or in your phone notes app, within the August Challenge group chat. And so I will give you some examples of topics that I personally have, and then you're going to do half of them on topics on your bio. And you're going to proceed forward to committing to 2 lives minimum a week. So we're already networking, right? We've already cleaned up our profile. We've learned how to network, and now we're working on our content. This is really the cycle of social media. tomorrow will be more a little bit about giving and getting. What type of content should it be? Live videos is going to be your first and best option. That's just how the algorithm works. Your next best option, believe it or not, is usually stories content. And John Eric is doing a stories week training. I can, if you guys would like, I can do that can be a topic for one of these particular challenges. Your next best will be attraction marketing posts. And this is pictures with captions. The very words only in your Facebook feed get the least amount of views because people perceive things in pictures a lot of the times. When you think of something, a picture pops in your head. So as people are scrolling through Facebook, pictures will attract people first over like words. And you've got about 1 to 2 seconds to catch somebody's attention as they're scrolling through Facebook. So commit first. So you're going to send me this list of 50 things in the August group chat, 50 different topics, or 30 to 50, half about, what your tribe and your bio and different value you can provide. I'm about to give you some examples. And then you're going to commit to doing 2 minimum lives a week. And we'll go from there. So examples of live topics. I'll do one and one. What is CBD? And who can it help? Non-CBD related, if I'm looking at my tribe and my bio. My favorite fast keto-friendly dessert. CBD related. Why we can't talk about medical conditions with CBD. Non-CBD related. My curly girl routine, what I do to get my hair to look like it is. So immediately, if I were to do something like that, guys, I would go into a curly girl group and I would start following the heck out of a bunch of influential people within that group, the admin, people that have a lot of friends, people that are getting a lot of likes and comments on their posts within that group. Okay, same thing with the keto thing. So let's go back to CBD. Why I am an advocate for CBD and breastfeeding. And then non-CBD, how to twerk. I like Zumba, right? How to twerk. You think that would get a lot of views? Now here's my suggestion with live videos, guys. You can't just go live. It has to have a catchy topic. Because if I'm scrolling through Facebook and I just see a live video with no caption, for me, that's like when I get a phone call and somebody doesn't realize they've butt dialed me and I'm like, oh dear Lord, like please don't be having sex or something right now. Like I hang up immediately. So Crystal's kind of kinky. She's like, I listen.
It might be hurting.
I know. I usually will hang up and be like, are you okay? I think you just butt dialed me. But same thing with like a live video. If it doesn't have a caption, I don't know if that video is targeted to me or if I'd be interested in it. So you don't have to speak to everybody. Like clearly my dad probably is not going to watch my live video about how to twerk, right? Like it's okay. You don't have to talk to everybody on your friends list. But as I'm networking with Zumba girls, chances are they're going to click on that video and I'm going to build trust in providing value. Okay, so back to CBD related. I mean, guys, I could really go on. My story of CBD, Crystal's story of CBD, how CBD helped Susan. I mean, those are just 50 different topics you could do on your own. How CBD has helped my children, how it's helped my grandma, how it's helped my mom, why I feel CBD is a good option for kids struggling in school. We're going back to school, right? I mean, I could go on and on and on live topics. And really, I would say a 10-minute live is usually pretty damn good. What to look for in quality CBD. Why I don't think water-soluble CBD is good. Why I think HempWorks is the best network marketing option. Why I quit It Works Global. I mean, these are all topics of lives. And then I can go back to my favorite fast keto entree, my favorite fast keto breakfast, my favorite fast keto lunch, dinner, snack, whatever, you know, what I do when I fall off of keto, whatever. I mean, there's so many options to provide value to people. So that is your challenge for today. Commit to 2 live videos minimum a week. And you are going to also share your list of 30 to 50 topics for lives, half between CBD and half between your tribe bio type content. So does that make sense? Everyone got it? All right, if you need help with ideas, please by all means let me know. I am going to end this recording and then stay on to invite people to our online event.